More than 60% of U.S. households own or plan to own an animal, and that adds up to millions of homes and millions of people.
Well, I'm a pet parent, and there's a lot of things you got to think about if you're included among them. What do you need to know if you plan to buy, sell, or rent? There are actually things you need to consider. So Shari's here. She's got us covered on all of that. Let's start first, and this is such an interesting topic because once you start realizing there are things you have to consider,
right,
no matter which category you fall into. So let's start with the buyers who have pets.
So about 80% of home buyers who have a pet or plan to have a pet say that they take into serious consideration pet-oriented features when they're looking for a home. So that will go to pet-friendly amenities. It'll go to a home near walking paths or a dog park. Near pet stores they look for, near groomers, near kennels. Also, you know, a home that has enough space. That's an awful lot of people, and about a quarter of those home buyers, once they move in, will actually make pet-related improvements. The top three include a fence and a dog door of some kind, and also some kind of flooring that's suitable for animals. In urban areas, for example, that might be some kind of laminate.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't want too much carpeting there, just in case of little accidents. You want something that cleans up easily,
and you don't want tile they can slip on and, you know, go splaying around. That can hurt them.
Right. All right. What about sellers with pets? What sorts of things do they need to know about before they go that route?
So about 70% of realtors will tell you if you're selling a home and you have a pet, there are certain things that you have to do because otherwise that will impact home buyers who come into your home. A buyer comes into a home and they want to envision themselves living there. That means not with your pet. So you need to really take anything that sort of reminds or is going to remind a buyer of your pet out of there. Repair any damage, because if they see damaged baseboard, they're going to wonder what else is damaged that you haven't fixed. Make sure that the house is clean, no pet hair, no pet odors. Put the pet toys and beds and all that kind of stuff away. And probably most important, which is not always easy, remove the pet from the house when you're showing the house.
Wow, see, Roxy, you have a lot to think about if you're going to ever sell that house.
I don't know if this applies to horses.
Well, no, I've got kitty condos everywhere.
Okay.
Well, I mean, small.
When you move, they move.
Many people probably identify with me, and I've got toys everywhere. I mean, it's a kitty playland, so that would be a real problem.
But you're good about keeping the litter box clean and everything.
Yes.
Some folks aren't so good about it.
No, I can't stand. I ask people, first timers coming into the house, do you smell any kitties? To be honest, good friends, because that's something I cannot have. So, but that's really very interesting. Wow. All right, now if you're renting.
So about half of renters say that they actually have a hard time finding a home that will accommodate their pet. And they're looking for some of the similar things as buyers. But renters, of course, also need to be aware of the special application fees and rules if you're buying where there's a homeowners or a condo association, and the special terms in your lease, because there are going to be riders that apply to your pet. The average additional application fee if you have a pet is about $150. You'll probably have to provide an additional pet deposit, of course, too. And then the other thing they look for is pet-friendly amenities in a building or in a community. The other thing that everyone needs to bear in mind is your emergency plan for your pet. And the U.S. Census actually tracks where pets live for emergency planning purposes. New York is one of the lowest pet rates, which isn't overly surprising. And Tucson, Arizona actually has the highest pet ownership rate. But we all want to have an emergency pet plan in mind.
All right, good idea.
Good idea.
Words to live by if you're a pet owner.
If you have a pet.
All right, thank you, Shari.
Appreciate it.